this. So, how to have fun and get good in Vermintide. I'm going to start right from the beginning. This game works really well as an action game, an action RPG, if that's how you want to play. If you're more on like the completionist spectrum, you're going to come in, you're going to go and you're going to spend, 20, 30 hours getting a character up and beating the game and playing all the maps and maybe experiment with one other character and move on with your life. That's fine. But I think this game plays amazing. Like, my thousands of hours of play kind of warrant this. And I know many people who feel the same way. This game plays amazingly if you play for challenge. And you can play for challenge and you can play for loot and progression at the same time, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other. But I think playing it hard makes it good. How do you play this game hard? First of all, it's a co-op game to the core. And if you want to play good co-op, you can only get so much co-op out of a random matchmaking experience. You didn't choose to be with these people. Whether or not they have mics and they know how to communicate, they even speak the same language if you're in Europe, that's a question mark. You're not going to have a long-term relationship with these people, and they don't with you. So the idea of sacrificing the self for others is a little bit different. It just tends to lead to some less than stellar co-op play, one. And two, you can't learn to know how the other person plays. So you get that high-level feeling of, I know what he's going to do right now. He's going to pop his ult. So therefore, I should do the following. Like, you're not going to get that experience. So how to get it? How to have fun in the end times, right? Easy. You got to be proactive. First thing is you got to get a mic and you got to make sure it works and sounds fine. Second thing, if you're playing pubs and you run across anyone who speaks well, who plays decently, seems like a decent guy, friend him. I did that. That's how I did it for hundreds and hundreds of hours of play in Vermintide 1. I had so many friends from Vermintide 1, I had to literally clear people off of my friends list that were good Vermintide players just from doing this. That's an easy way to do it. Just be proactive. When you're in a game, be the first person on the mic and be nice. And another great thing you can do is social signaling. Like, one of the things we always did in Vermintide 1, if you wanted to be a good guy, is you took a peek at who was potion share, a trinket that lets you, when you drink one potion, give the ability to everyone, and make sure they get the potion, right? But what could you do in Vermintide 2 to signal that you're a decent guy, right? That you're a team player? If you're playing the tank, make sure you're sitting in front of the anti-range guy. If you're playing the DPS, don't just go run out there in the middle of the map and go slaying things and force everybody to come play around you. Remember, the positioning in Vermintide is dictated by the least disciplined player. Don't be that guy. That's what it is. Like, there's an old Air Force advertisement campaign about don't drink and drive and such. I think it was don't be that guy. Like, we need a Vermintide equivalent of that poster, that meme. Don't be that guy. Okay, so that's fine. What else can you do that's proactive? A couple things. You can make sure you have Discord downloaded already, and you can start proactively trying to make Discord groups. It's so much easier to communicate on Discord. You don't have to push to talk. The sound quality is better. And it means another step towards, I know these people, I care about these people, I'm going to play with these people for a long time. It establishes that kind of rapport. Okay, so great. So what Discord should you use? One of them is this one I just gave you. That someone just did. It's just the Sat Pack. It's a silly, stupid name. It's just my personal Discord. What's it there for? And it won't just be my personal Discord over time. It's just some place for people to come and ask questions, and I can get with you during the week, and it's a way to communicate when I'm online. That's not the Discord I think you should join. I think you should join, if you're interested in serious play, the number one I think you should join is Squirrel Squad. Most of the really good English-speaking players are there. High-level communication and discussion about points is there. You can get good answers to good questions quickly. And since the Vermintide 2 has dropped, there hasn't been a moment where there hasn't been multiple, except for maybe like 3 a.m. or something, where there's been multiple 3 or 4 man parties. So that's a place to be. You want to be in Squirrel Squad. Other Discords you can be in, if there's other types of gameplays of interest to you, is the Blood Moon Inn and the official Squirrel Squad Discord. So those are less catering towards the particular people who want to play it hard audience. So if that's not you, that's totally fine. You can play this game and have fun with it in multiple ways. There are other ways, and there are other plays to be social. I think even if you're going to play at a less hardcore level, playing it social, playing it fun with other people is way better. So you should join those other 2 Discords. That's the Blood Moon Inn and the official Fat Shark Discord. And they're both linked, I believe, yes, on the sidebar of Reddit. And I've said it again before, and I'll say it again. Join the Reddit. The Reddit community is great. There's great content coming there all the time. There are great discussions. They're very helpful and knowledgeable people there. What else? What else can you do to get good quickly? Look for someone who's playing the hero that you're interested in at a high level and go try to figure out mechanically what they're doing. Break down a scene. That's one. Two, go watch a map that you're interested in learning, preferably from a high level player playing the hero you want, and look at the way they progress through the map and their positioning. When they get a horde here, where do they go? When there's the open area, which side of the map do they go? When they're fighting a horde, are they in the front? Are they in the back? Are they looking at the sides? What are they doing? If they just start randomly looking up over to the right, go back a few seconds and try to figure out what they did. On YouTube, you can do shift plus comma to slow-mo, shift plus period to fast forward. Learn by watching videos. That's what I started 2 months late on Vermintide 1. I started in late December. I missed the beta. So I was behind. People were already on kata meta. I learned kata meta within a month. Easy. How? Watched a video, said, today I'm going to learn Garden of Moor. Did it. And I was being social, so I was meeting people that want to communicate. I had people to play with, and I said, I want to play Garden of Moor today. They said, whatever, Jay said, let's go play Garden of Moor. And that's what we did. And I just learned the maps one after the next. Okay, so really, those are the important things. One more important thing is there's going to be some broken stuff early in this game. We're going to find a lot of broken things. If you play this game as the objective is to go get loot no matter what, then of course the right thing to do is break the game and just go run for it. But I think you're not going to learn very much. I think you're going to get bored. I think you're going to burn out. I would say resist using bugs to farm, and also resist approaching this game as a farming game. You will get progression one way or the other. So I'm going to stop babbling, and that's enough. Let's go play Lord Duo.